This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com. And here we go. Bayley is going to WrestleMania to disappoint everyone. Of course, she's a bad guy now.
Right.
But next up, the real reason we chose to watch this one, first of all, it was your second show back in wrestling. But Bill Goldberg in the title picture, going to be taking on Kevin Owens here.
Boy, that should be interesting. How long did the match go?
21 seconds.
Did it really?
Yep.
Are you serious?
Well,
they have the main event that they're promoting for this main event for Fastlane, and they let it go 21 seconds?
You ever see a Mike Tyson fight in the 80s?
Yeah, I get that, but still, fuck.
Well, trying to get him over. And they sacrifice a great performer named Kevin Owens. And in fairness, it's probably good for Kevin Owens' long-term future in the business to be in a situation like this where he doesn't have to wrestle a long time with Goldberg, because the longer you wrestle with Goldberg, the more likely you are to be seriously injured.
Well, they're doing
which one of these guys would be your fashion role model if you had to pick one? Byron Saxton, Michael Cole, or Corey Graves?
Corey Graves.
Wow, I didn't expect you to get that right.
Yeah, I think so. I think I need a tattoo as well.
I think you do too. We've talked about this. We talked years ago.
And then we talked about Luke Gallows, and everybody stole Luke Gallows' shit.
They did. But Luke Gallows could still get you a tattoo. Luke Gallows has more tattoos than anybody I know. So he probably knows a guy who can throw some ink on your stink. Well, I mean, listen, we've talked about it before. You shower once a week. You used to say Sunday was for bathing. I have a feeling you probably do it on Tuesdays now, maybe even Wednesdays, to make sure that you look TV ready.
I do it on Mondays.
Yeah, that makes sense considering the hair I've seen you sport on TNT. Talk to me a little bit though about what this tattoo might look like. We talked once upon a time that you wanted the word Lois, but you wanted it to look like the KISS font. Right.
I'd still like that.
Well, given recent events, that's a really curious decision.
Yeah.
Why don't you make it say bug?
Yeah. Well, here's why I don't want to make it say bug. Because, dogs really don't live long. And I don't want a reminder of bug, because when he goes.
You want to pretend he never existed?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the way, because every time I see his picture, or every time I see his caricature, I'll have a heartbreak. I'm telling you, when Bug goes, it's going to be bad news for me. It really is.
How old is Bug?
9.
Oh, so we're on borrowed time now.
No, he probably has another 7 years to go. Little dogs last a long time. Normally, Dooley only lasted 10 years. The one that crashed our pizza.
That was a big animal.
Yeah, he didn't last long. We had to.
But you didn't really like him.
I loved him.
I mean, he was fine,
but he wasn't Bug.
He was like Jobber Schiavone,
right?
He wasn't mad at Chris,
right? Exactly, or everybody else.
Or the rest of these fucking children you got running around.
And grandchildren and everybody else.
Dude, when you get everybody together, do you need like a convention hall?
We don't get. Yeah, we do, because we have kids and dogs.
Tune in tomorrow night on Raw to see Seth Rollins on a stationary bike.
Exclusive rehab.
In Birmingham. They only let our cameras in, ladies and gentlemen. The fuck?
Yeah, all right. Here we go.
Here he comes.
21 seconds.
Old Man River.
Stop it. Universal Championship.
Do you know what Bruce calls Bill Goldberg?
No.
Billy G.
Billy G.
And I'm like Billy Gibbons? No. Like Billy Gunn? No. Like Bill Goldberg? Holy shit, Billy G.
Oh, by the way, speaking of Billy Gunn, obviously I've gotten to know him for the first time really, really well since he's working with us.
How big is that motherfucker?
Oh, my God. Not only that, what a personality. Man.
No, he's got personality for days, but we can't overstate. How big is that motherfucker?
And he keeps getting bigger.
Dude, he is 6'7".
Yeah.
Nobody thinks about that.
Right.
He's taller than Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
He's as tall as Hulk Hogan.
Yeah. He's something else.
And by the way, jacked.
Oh.
Like, if you saw Billy Gunn in a bar, you'd be more likely to fuck with Goldberg than you would Billy Gunn.
That's right.
Like, I'm not saying that's a shit on Goldberg. I'm just saying.
Yeah, Billy Gunn is a massive, intimidating-looking individual.
And nobody talks about that.
Right.
Just a giant of a man. And so, I don't know if you saw, but Goldberg beat Brock Lesnar in short order at Survivor Series.
I saw that match. I remember seeing it.
Very quickly. And you see, look on the outside, you see Paul Heyman covering his face like, what the fuck just happened? Spear, jackhammer, done. And this was when a time when Brock Lesnar looked absolutely unbeatable. Who could ever beat or compete with this guy? And I'll tell you, this was the best handled Goldberg we ever saw in the WWE. Goldberg, the first time through the company, they didn't know what to do with him. There was lots of politics, lots of bullshit back and forth. Nobody really wanted to give. And now this time it feels like they got it right. Everybody was focused on doing one thing, and that was telling a story and drawing money. And
right. Yep.
Now they've set Kevin Owens up here to be the sacrificial lamb, because even though he's been running roughshod in NXT and came up here and had a hell of a feud with John Cena, John Cena put him over not once but twice. And now he's, you see him beating up Dean Ambrose there. Really, really putting on great performances. Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, AJ Styles, and he's the champ. And then the whole friendship thing with Jericho, which I don't know if you saw, but this was one of the best pieces of business of Jericho's career, per Jericho. He absolutely loved it and thought it was one of the best things he ever did. Well, fast forward, and now he's got to wrestle Goldberg. But considering the way we just saw Goldberg buzzsaw Brock Lesnar, you got to think, well, what chance are they going to give Kevin Owens here? And we'll find out here in the match.
God, these packages are fucking long. Jesus Christ.
That's what she said.
No, you can.
You said these packages are fucking long. That's what Whitney Wright said on the most recent gangbang video. Wow, these packages are fucking long. Jesus
By the
Christ.
way, how's Whitney doing?
You told me not to tell you.
Okay.
By the way, she is delighted with the Whitney Protection shirt.
Is she really?
Well, it is a shirt now. Whitney Protection Program, available now, lowestrules.com. Of course, we talked about 2 weeks ago. Keep her away from me. And I'm like, what?
Yeah,
you said
have to.
I would just follow her around.
I would.
Like a lost puppy and be her lapdog and just do whatever she said. I would never go home. I'd never go back to work. I'd abandon my dog and my kids and my wife and my job and my obligations and just do whatever she said forever and ever and just disappear and be wherever she wanted me to be.
Right.
So keep that woman away from me. So I explained all of this to her in advance of the show airing because I didn't want her to start getting tagged in a bunch of stuff and be like, are they being mean to me? So I said, hey, here's what's coming and here's what he said and here's the shirt we want to sell with it. And she thought it was the funniest thing ever. And we've got some shirts coming her way. So I would expect to see some interesting shirts posted to social, some interesting photos rather, posted to social at some point when she gets those shirts, because she loves that you are a super fan of her work and performances.
Yeah. Yeah.
Does she have a signature move that you really like? Because I know you like to break down the technical maneuvers. That's what you do for a living.
Yeah.
I mean, do you like her full arm drag and twist?
I like her tope suicida.
Man. She,
Or I like her bottom rope plancha. Here, we always go there, don't we? We always go into uncharted territory on this podcast.
We do.
We always take it a little bit crazy.
She recently went Broadway.
I bet she did.
2 out of 3 falls. Last man standing. And got hard weighed.
A 90-minute time limit.
Lots of false finishes. Lots of high spots.
Any hot tags?
Tons of hot tags. Tons of hot tags.
Sorry, guys. We're just trying to make the 21-second match a little bit better.
By the way, how great does Goldberg look here?
Oh, he looks tremendous. Bill always looks.
What I liked about Goldberg's return here, even though I've had a lot of fun fucking with him over the years.
Yeah.
What I loved about his return here is that he kept the goatee gray.
Yeah.
Like, why lie about it? Why be a disingenuous fuck and think because I'm on TV I gotta dye my hair? Right, Tony?
Dye your beard.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, I don't dye my hair. I dye my beard.
That's what I mean. Like, nobody like, oh, wait, you dye your beard?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that when I said people who do that are disingenuous fucks.
You knew.
Oh, I did.
I do some other stuff, too, that I'm not going to tell you because they did it up on this podcast.
Oh, I know what you do.
No, you don't.
I know for sure what you do. You dye your hair.
Yep.
And you shine your shoes.
Yeah, I do.
And you started seeing a tailor finally.
No, I haven't seen a tailor yet.
And Jim Ross told me that he finally convinced you to rub a lice comb through your pubes. God damn it, Tony. If you're not going to use the fucking Manscaped 2.0 perfect package, the least you can do is run a goddamn lice comb through the shit. What the fuck? Your nuts won't fit in a thimble. Out here looking for your push. Your goddamn godforsaken almighty push. I need a push. You need a push to get the lice off of your dick hairs.
We should have brought him here this weekend. Fuck. You and him? Oh, God.
Did he tell you what he's working on this weekend?
No. What's her name?
No. First of all, I love you for that.
Okay.
That is a deep cut. But if you're friends with James in real life,
that's right.
You already know.
I sure do. God, you know what? He went from being a guy that I work with to my fucking hero. All in the span of like 25 years. Fuck.
Well, here's what happens. When you put a guy through the ringer, like WWE put him through the ringer, and then you have some real bad shit happen to you in life, like what happened to him with Jan.
Right.
And along the way, you push him out the door.
Yeah.
Like Vince McMahon did.
Yeah.
And he's a multi-millionaire.
Yeah.
He eventually says, what the fuck?
Exactly.
I'm tired of all the bullshit. Yeah. I'm going to do me now.
Yeah.
And he should be your spirit animal.
Oh, he is.
Because you're locked in your old bullshit.
Yeah. What?
And he wants to free you from it.
I'm locked in my own bullshit.
Well, you sleep on a bed made of dog hair.
Locked him up.
I mean, you've told us before that you're so backed up that it just leaks out of your penis. It looks like you've got some sort of weird
Megan, you still down here listening to this?
No, she's gone. She's going to get more vodka for you.
Okay.
She wants to make sure you got plenty of ginger beer tonight for our fellowship.
Oh, God. Well, we certainly have built this match up, haven't we?
I mean, here we go. The question is not about the match. To me, it's more about, can Goldberg do it? I don't think it's so much about the complexity of the match as much as it is, can Goldberg do it?
Well,
because we've seen him do it to Brock Lesnar.
Mm-hmm. Kevin Owens doing a great job of handing the belt over, but looking over the shoulder of the referee there.
Slow, taking his time.
Yeah.
I hate that belt.
It doesn't look good.
Needs more plate. If you were Kevin Owens, what would you do right now?
I would run. I would step out of the way, let him hit the ring post. Because you know he's going to charge.
Well, he listened to you.
How about that? How about that? I didn't even know it was coming.
I would run. I would step out of the way. And, of course, Kevin Owens steps right through, walking around the floor, taking his time. In a very old school way, Kevin Owens doesn't have to beat Goldberg.
Yeah.
Goldberg has to beat Kevin Owens.
Right. Man, I really have a lot of time for KO, buddy. A lot of time.
He's going to be great with you guys over in AEW, is he not? Think about all the great matches they'll have.
I'm telling you, there's a lot of guys who are underused in WWE that could be really big, really used really well with us. And I hope it happens.
Well, you got to think it's going to for a handful, but I'll tell you one of the things I've enjoyed most about AEW is you've introduced a lot of fresh new characters.
That's right.
Luchasaurus, Jungle Boy,
right?
Joey Janela. These are guys.
Santana Ortiz, right?
Well, we had seen them in Impact. We had seen the Young Bucks in Impact, but some of these other guys we haven't seen on Impact. We haven't seen on, national television, and
right.
You guys are giving them that opportunity,
right?
And I think that's really cool that we're seeing new characters.
I agree with that.
Because TNA, as great as they were over the years, because they did.
Were they really great over the years?
Yeah, man. We're going to go back and watch some of it. And we're going to do some of that this year because I feel like.
Where do you find their stuff on YouTube?
They have their own network.
Do they really?
Yeah, and we're going to talk about that in the future. Me and you are going to start watching shows on there. I reached out to somebody from over there. We'll see how it goes, but I would really like to highlight some of their stuff because I don't think enough fans know that all that stuff is readily available. But I mean, AJ Styles and Christopher Daniels and so many great wrestlers, Samoa Joe, Kurt Angle, they were all tearing it up there for years.
Yeah.
And some of your old favorites. Ric Flair was there, and Hulk Hogan was there, and the Hardys were there, and Kevin Nash was there, and Scott Hall was there, and Macho Man was there, and dude, everybody was there. Sting was a huge part.
I've seen the Jay Lethal thing coming out talking like Ric Flair and Ric Flair in the ring.
You would have loved that.
Oh, I watched it on YouTube. It was
great,
unbelievable. What a talented kid he is.
There's so much great stuff, but unfortunately, it's become LOL TNA. And fans just dismiss it because, as we well know, all bad people are on Twitter.
Right.
I want to go revisit some of that. I want to show you some of it because there was a lot of really, really great stuff.
Well, ain't much going on here, boys and girls.
Well, I think this is the idea. This is old school heat. Somewhere George South is proud. You know that Kevin Owens is French-Canadian. He learned how to speak English from watching Monday Night Raw.
I knew he was French-Canadian. I didn't know
Jim Ross taught him how to speak English. Huh. Look who it is.
Oh, my God.
Spear from Goldberg as Jericho comes out onto the stage. You know what's coming.
Jackhammer time, baby.
Sets him up. 1, 2, 3. Up he goes. Jackhammer. And 1, 2, 3. There you go. Jericho, Kevin Owens now set for WrestleMania. And Brock Lesnar and Bill Goldberg on a collision course. This time for the Universal title.
Well, pretty good story.
Great story. Yeah. Sets everything up nicely for WrestleMania. And again, we were talking about little nuanced stuff and the way performers look different. When they show Jericho again, you see Jericho every week these days. It's a little different.
Yeah.
Always changing the look, always evolving a little bit.
One of the great performers of all time, boys and girls, Chris Jericho.
I think him and Mick Foley have slowly started to creep onto everyone's radar. Yep. Those are all-time greats.
Yeah.
Everybody thought Hall of Famers and blah, 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 but they got to be in the top 10 conversation.
Yep.
Just based on their contributions.
I agree.
There it is. Jackhammer. Easy work for Kevin Owens, by the way. He's usually out here sweating his ass off, busting his balls, taking 300 hot spots. He takes a spear and a suplex here and gets paid pretty well.
So a lot of thumbs down on this show by the fans, but I
didn't think it was bad.
I liked it. I did. I liked it. Of course, I love storytelling, and I love storytelling with guys who can perform. And we've seen a lot of great performers and girls that can perform. A lot of great performers in this show. So.
I think the context of this show probably hurt it. And when you're watching this product at the time, so diligently. You're focusing on missteps so much that you can't really enjoy what's there. You're sort of missing the forest for the trees, if you would.
Yeah.
And I think when you go back and you watch this show in a vacuum, you're like, fuck, that was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
And how about his son there and his wife? Of course, his son had never seen him wrestle before he came back. And there's Barry Bloom, super agent.
Yeah.
Clapping, high-fiving, kissing ass, doing what Barry does.
Making everybody's life miserable.
Saying hello to the parentals.
Mm-hmm. Good moment.
Really nice moment. Congratulations to Bill. He managed to win the world title. Didn't have to hurt anybody to do it. The belt's coming home with Daddy, baby.
All right, good stuff, Conrad.
Good for him, man. Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.